Ballplayer community, don't think I forgot about y'all. That's why on day one, we're coming out with a Ballplayer video, and we got plenty of more in store. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel. We're starting it off with how to build the best Ballplayer possible. In particular, we're looking at the diamond perks, diamond attribute perks, instead of the diamond dynamic perks. We're gonna have a separate video for the diamond dynamic perks. So starting it off with the picture, if you want to go ahead and create a picture that has the break archetype and you're looking for perks that result in break, then break 2 is going to be the best perk you can possibly equip. Why? Because it goes ahead and enforces that break attribute inside your archetype by adding 4 to it. But in addition to that, it gives you +3 pitching clutch. So now you might be saying, okay, why do we care about pitching clutch though, Blade, instead of K per 9? Well, pitching clutch is basically hit per 9 this year, as the difference from MLB The Show 22 to MLB The Show 23 for both offline and online game modes is that pitching clutch replaces hit per 9 whenever there are runners in scoring position and you are pitching. Same thing goes for when you are hitting. Your batting clutch now replaces your contact whenever there are runners in scoring position. So if your batting clutch is horrible or your pitching clutch is horrible, you're going to struggle in those situations, and those are crucial situations that you cannot afford to struggle in. So break 2 is going to be the best because it gives you that 4 break and 3 pitching clutch. The K per 9 is nice as well, especially for Road to the Show, but in Diamond Dynasty it does not affect gameplay too much. The second one, and this is if you go ahead and have a velocity archetype pitcher that you would want to go with, is probably break 4. Why break 4? Because it gives you 7 break. It does minimize velocity by 3, but if you have velocity maxed out at a 99, or let's say you have 99 and then some, then you can go ahead and afford to lose 3 velocity in order to get yourself an extra 3 break from what we would be getting in break 2, as well as an extra pitching clutch from what we would be getting in break 2. Now, if you are the control archetype pitcher, that means you are looking to just dot. And most people, in terms of Diamond Dynasty, don't create control archetype pitchers. Most of their pitchers are going to be velocity because they want to blow fastballs past you. But if you're playing Road to the Show and you're a dotter, the best perk available to you is going to be control 3. Why? Because it gives you 4 control and it also gives you 4 pitching clutch. After control 3, the next available perk is going to be control 1. Why? It gives you 4 control still and 4 pitching clutch. And then this, and you're gonna see this scenario repeat itself non-stop inside these perks video. If you are, let's say, the velocity archetype and need some control to locate pitches a little bit better and can afford to lose some velocity, then control 4 would probably be the best one for you, since it gives you 7 control as well as 4 pitching clutch. Home run per 9 does not affect online game modes. It only affects offline game modes, and even then I do not believe it affects them too much. Before we move on, let me remind you to please hit that like button, red subscribe button, and turn on the channel notifications so you don't miss another upload. Also, we have our Twitch, Discord, and social media links, as well as how to become a member, all inside the description. Twitch, we stream every single day at 10 p.m. Eastern. Discord, we have an MLB The Show community. Select the MLB The Show role, and then social media is where I keep you guys updated and how to become a member is how to support me, basically, an extra way. Let's continue. Now let's get to the fun ones. Velocity. You might be saying to yourself, all right, Blade, is velocity 1 the best? It has hit per 9. Absolutely not. The best velocity that you can get is going to be velocity 3. It has not only hit per 9, but it also has pitching clutch. So in general, it's helping out both of the most important attributes that you need, and it also gives you +4 velocity. Now, if you wanted to go ahead and let's say take 1 away from the hit per 9 and give yourself some durability, and this is strictly for Road to the Show, not Diamond Dynasty, if you're constantly getting injured and you want some durability, then velocity 2 is going to be the way to go. Or if you're a two-way player and you plan on playing your player, let's say in the outfield, infield, and he lacks arm strength, then this is going to be another great option for you, as it gives you 4 velocity, 4 pitching clutch, as well as 2 hit per 9. But I would rather take the 3 hit per 9 with 4 pitching clutch instead of having the additional durability if you are an online player. And then if you are, let's say, control or break, and you want some extra velocity, then you can never go wrong going with velocity 4 and losing 5 break but gaining 7 velocity, and you're gaining 4 hit per 9 and 4 pitching clutch as well, which is ideal. Ooh, you thought we forgot about hitters? Absolutely not. If you are a hitter, and let's say you're the power archetype and you want some contact, the best contact perk is going to be contact 1. It gives you 5 contact to both sides, and like I said, batting clutch replaces contact with runners in scoring position, so 5 additional batting clutch is 5 contact against both sides regardless. So flat, it's giving you 5 contact at all times regardless of whether there are runners in scoring position or there are no runners in scoring position. And then number 2 would be contact number 3. It gives you 1 less of each and an additional 4 plate vision. If you think your PCI is a little bit too small and you like a bigger PCI in terms of the outer PCI, not the inner PCI, because that's dictated based on your contact as well as your clutch, then this would be the one that you would go with. This allows you to foul off a couple of more pitches. And then if you are the power archetype and you really need some contact, I would still suggest going with contact 1 over contact 4, because this does not give you any batting clutch. But let's say you go ahead and have the batting clutch already maxed out or close to maxed out, and you do not need any of it, but you do have the power maxed out as well, and you can afford to lose 3, then this would be a great one to go ahead and give you +7 contact on both sides. In terms of power, the best one all around is going to be power 1. It's gonna give you 4 power against both sides, and then basically 4 contact whenever there are runners in scoring position, both versus left and right. Ideally, you definitely want, if you're a hitter or even a two-way player, you definitely want to get most likely contact 1 and power 1 on your two-way player. That way you know that you're getting a guaranteed at least 9 contact against both sides whenever there are runners in scoring position, and without runners in scoring position, you're going to be getting 5 contact and 4 power in addition to whatever your attributes are already. And then number 2 for power is going to be power 3. Now this is going to be critical, especially if you are, let's say, a catcher. It gives you 3 arm strength, and catchers, ball players in particular, generally don't have great arms, so you have to sacrifice in order to have a great arm. And getting any archetype that boosts your arm strength is very beneficial when it comes to Road to the Show and Diamond Dynasty, since a lot of people will try to go ahead and steal bags on you. So I really like power 3 as the second best power one. And then if you are the contact archetype and you're maxed out on contact and you're good on batting clutch, then power 4 would be a good one to go with here, since you could afford to lose some contact in order to gain more power. And once again, this would be crucial again for a catcher, since it gives you +4 arm strength. In terms of speed, it's pretty simple. Speed 1 generally is going to be the best one available. It gives you +4 speed, +5 stealing, and then +5 batting clutch. So that means +5 contact in addition to whatever batting perks you have. I would not take anything else but speed 1. But if you're really looking to build a speedster and you want a second speed perk, then the second best one is going to be +5 speed. It gives you +4 batting clutch as well, and then +5 base running aggressiveness, which basically dictates how well you run the bases whenever, let's say, you're going for an extra base hit, or you're on the base paths and someone hits a single and you're trying to stretch it from a single to a double. That's what base running aggressiveness does inside MLB The Show. It dictates how well you basically run the routes around the bases. Last but not least, we have the fielding perks, and this one is for non-catchers. If you do not have great fielding and do not have great arm accuracy, then this is the fielding perk that you want to go ahead and go with. The reason why I am emphasizing on having great arm accuracy is if you're using button accuracy in Diamond Dynasty or even in Road to the Show, you will notice the difference in skill gap when it comes to throwing a ball to the cutoff man and throwing a ball all the way to home whenever there's a runner going home. The button accuracy meter is not only moving, but the chances of getting green are a lot harder. So the more accuracy, the better it is for you, and the higher fielding you have, the better fielding animations you're going to get. Now, if you are a catcher, I want you to go ahead and get fielding 4 instead. Why? Because you still need blocking as a catcher, both in Diamond Dynasty and Road to the Show. Blocking is very beneficial whenever there are runners on base and the pitcher throws a pitch in the dirt. If you have blocking that does not meet a certain threshold, which I do not know what the threshold is, then it is more often than not that the pitch is going to go to the backstop rather than your catcher keeping it in front of him. And then last but not least, fielding number 2 is the third best fielding perk, and this is one that you're gonna focus on whenever you have good fielding accuracy, or arm accuracy, excuse me. Why are you gonna focus on this one instead? Because you most likely have to sacrifice reaction or arm strength in order to have good arm accuracy. And +4 reaction is just going to help you get better jumps as well as better fielding animations with the +4 fielding. And that is going to be all for the best attribute perks available on day 1 of MLB The Show for ball players. If you guys did end up enjoying today's content, please once again make sure to hit that like button or subscribe button, turn on the channel notifications. Inside the description we have our Twitch, we have our Discord, we have our social media links, and how to become a member of the channel. We stream every single day at 10 p.m. Eastern. Inside our Discord we have an MLB The Show channel, select your role, and then social media links is where I post updates. And last but not least, becoming a member is how to support me. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out.